Hey there, I'm a fellow barbecue enthusiast, Mike Baker here at Baker's Barbecue. Hey, today we got the Oklahoma Joe's Barrel Bronco Smoker. We're getting it fired up. Haven't cooked on this thing in a long time. I've been wanting to and decided today's the day. We're going to do some pork spare ribs. I want to do them somewhat competition style. The back end, I'm going to wrap them with a little bit of brown sugar, some butter, and a barbecue sauce. And then we're going to take them off. They're going to be tender, probably fall off the bone tender, and we're going to enjoy them. So hopefully you guys will fire up your smokers, cook right along with me. Let's get to smoking. I'm bringing the barrel up to smoke up to temperature right now. And if you've got a new barrel smoker, or if you've got the Oklahoma Joe's Bronco and you've been having a challenge with that, go watch my other video that I've got a couple different videos on getting this thing up to temperature properly, which makes it easy. It takes the headache out of it. So as you can see, our smoke is really starting to clear up on us there. And here in about another probably 15 minutes, it'll clear all the way up, and then we'll get the ribs put on. Look at those pork spare ribs right there. Got them trimmed down competition style, as you can kind of see. And got them seasoned up in some of my Baker's Barbecue Champions blend, using just a little bit of mustard as a binder. All right, so let's get this beautiful rack of ribs on. As you can see, my smoke is cleaned up. That's key. You want to make sure that you do get a nice clean smoke out of there. All right, just going to open it up. Slide our ribs right down there just like that. Position them how you want them. Ribs do cook the way that you let them set in the smoker. So I like to scrunch mine back up to where they cook with a good form, and also all the meat's pushed together. About 3.5 hour mark, I'm going to look, see if it needs to be spritzed, and see how the bark is looking. Now our temperature is running at about 235 today, so my goal is to run 225 to 235. We'll see how that works out. And I'm thinking that probably a total cook time of somewhere between 6 and 6.5 hours. So we'll be back here in a little while to check on them about the 3.5 hour mark and see how they're looking. So stick around. Don't go nowhere. All right, so we're at about the 3 hour mark. I decided to go ahead and check them at 3 hours versus 3.5 hours. So let's open it up and see how they're looking. Oh yeah, those are looking good. As you can see, just check the bark there. It's not coming off, so they're definitely ready to be spritzed. All right. They're looking really good. All the way around, real good. Today, what I'm using, it's a mix of about probably 10-20% apple cider vinegar, about the 40, 50, 60% apple juice after that, and then the remainder is water. All right, so I'm just going to take these ribs, and I'm going to flip them around. A lot of times in the barrel smokers, you do have warm spots and cool spots. Give it a little bit more spritz. They are definitely looking good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start coming out at about probably every half hour, and I'll start checking on it. My plan is to, when I get down towards the end, I will wrap them for about 45 minutes, followed by being unwrapped for about 30. So have to do the math on that, depending on how they look as we go, as to how long the total cook will be. But we'll keep you updated on that. All right, so stick around. We'll be back here in just a little while. All right, so it's time to get these bad boys wrapped up. It has been right at about 5 hour mark, something like that. And I'm going to wrap them up for about 45 minutes, and I'm going to take them off and let them go unwrapped for about 30. So first thing I'm going to do is put down a little bit of brown sugar. And then I've got some pads of butter here. I'm going to put down 2 pats on each side. I'm going to do the same thing to the back that I do to the front. And I'm going to squeeze some of my own Baker's Barbecue sauce on here. Really good sweet sauce. Got a little bit of everything in it. These ribs are looking tasty. Look at those suckers. I'm going to lay them meat side down. And I'm just going to repeat the process here on the back side of them. A little bit of brown sugar down. Put 2 more pats of butter on the back. Just like that. Put some of my own personal barbecue sauce on here. I'm going to wrap them up. I'm double wrapping them in heavy duty aluminum foil like I always do. And I always like to roll it down. The reason I like to do that is because it's easy then to get it opened back up later. Whenever I come out and I want to be able to unwrap them, put them back in the smoker. All right, there's one. Come back, do the same thing again. Roll them down real good. Just like that. And I'm going to put them back on the smoker. Put them back on, meat side down. All right, we got them back in there. We're going to let them go for about another 45 minutes. And then we'll come back out and we're going to take them off and we're going to put them back in the smoker for about another 30 minutes, let them firm up and let that sauce set. All right, then, my fellow barbecue enthusiasts, these have been on about 45 minutes. We're going to take them off. We're going to unwrap them. We're going to take a look at them. We're going to get them back on the smoker for about another 30 minutes, let the sauce tack up. And I have a feeling they are going to look absolutely wonderful. Let's get them unwrapped. So as you can see, it's a whole lot easier to unwrap them. Whenever you wrap them down like that, you roll them down. These things look absolutely wonderful. Let some of that drain off. I want you to take a look at those ribs right there. Take a look at that. Look at those ribs. Looking absolutely wonderful. All right, we're going to raise back up the lid on the smoker. Going to put back on. Just like that. And I'm going to put a little bit more sauce on them. Stick with me. Let's open it back up here. Looks good. Let's squirt a little more sauce right across the top, just like that. Man, they look good. They look absolutely delicious. I'm going to brush it in pretty good. You don't want that sitting there pooled on top, but you do want it to caramelize. I'm going to bring you in for a closer shot. Yeah, check those out. Is that some beautiful ribs or what? All right, so we're going to shut it down. We're going to let these go for about 30 minutes. Check those ribs out. Those look good or what? Champions Blend, Becker's Barbecue, my secret sauce. Oh yeah, those are going to be good. All right, there, my fellow barbecue enthusiasts. We got these spare ribs all done. They look fabulous. I cannot wait to taste them. Let's just do a quick recap. I cut them down competition style, cooked them outside on the Oklahoma Joe's Bronco barrel smoker. I smoked them a total of about 6.5 hours. And at about the 5-hour mark, I went in and wrapped them up with a little bit of butter, a little bit of brown sugar, some of my secret barbecue sauce. Let it go for about 45 minutes, took them off, and then put them back on unwrapped with a little more sauce on top, let it caramelize. So they turned out great. So the next thing to do is take a bite and see how the taste is, how the texture is, and how they did overall. Let me go in here and grab me a nice looking rib out of the center here. Oh yeah. Check out that rib. That is one nice looking rib right there. All right, let's get a bite and see how we did. Wow, I got to tell you, these ribs are absolutely delicious. I can taste the good seasoning coming through on the Baker's Barbecue Champions Blend. I can taste the barbecue sauce coming through. It has been caramelized, good, sweet, savory flavor. To my fingertips, and I get done filming this, I'm going to be licking them off. I can promise you that. They turned out phenomenal. So I recommend you follow this method. Your ribs will turn out excellent as well. And I appreciate you coming and sticking with me today throughout this cook. If you're new to the channel, thank you for showing up. If you would hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're not new to the channel, thank you for coming back and spend the day with me. If you would, go ahead and hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. Until the next time I see you guys, happy smoking.